welcome to a new episode of NBA 2K TV.
And we are very excited because we have MP in the house today. MP, welcome to the show.
Thank you guys for having me here. I've been playing 2K since I was a kid, and it's just really cool to be here.
And as someone who's been playing 2K for as long as you can remember, I mean, this must be a crazy experience. What's it like seeing yourself in the game?
Alexis, it is a trip. I mean, the graphics just get better and better each year, and it's like looking at myself in the mirror, you know?
But the big question is, what about your game? Did we get it mostly right?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I do think my points should be higher overall, but I mean, overall, you guys did a pretty good job.
You know, that's not the first time weve heard that.
I bet.
So our producers tell us you're somewhat of an analytics guy, is that right?
Yes. You know, a competitor like myself, you know, I'm always looking for the edge, so analytics helps me find that edge.
For sure.
What are some things that analytics have done to help your game?
Ooh, well, there's one thing our team is really big on analytics. It's called teammate grade.
Teammate grade? That kind of sounds like our game.
Honestly, yeah, it's actually kind of close. Yeah. But I can't give away all the secrets. I can't, sorry. But it keeps track of, you know, the million little things to quantify how to contribute to winning. So it's a huge part of what we do as an organization.
Well, it must feel good to feel the support from the team, right?
Not everyone puts their stock in it, man. You know, our GM is one of those, like, eye test kind of guys. He's old school that way, you know, like he's just kind of outdated a little bit. We call him a dinosaur.
Oh!
A dinosaur?
Teasing the GM, it's a little bold. Yeah, it's your boss.
Well, he's a good sport about it, I must admit.
Right.
And these days, pretty much everybody, you know, specializes anyway.
Yeah.
You know, so he does this, you know, old school scouting kind of stuff that's been around forever. And the data guys, people like Freddie Novak, they focus on the analytics and, you know, the other cutting edge stuff. And in the end, you get, you know, a little bit of best of both worlds.
It's like that old saying goes, our differences make you stronger.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
All right, well, on that kumbaya note, we want to thank you so much for joining us on 2K TV. It was awesome getting to know you.
Thank you for having me, truly. I had a blast.
All right, well, tune in next week for another episode of NBA 2K TV.
Every Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific. Don't miss it.
And for the teams that are struggling to meet expectations, Richard, what kind of advice would you give them at this point of the season?
Well, Kev, it all depends on why they're struggling. If they're trying to integrate new pieces, you got to stay patient. If it's chemistry issues, though, that can get a bit more complicated.
How have you handled chemistry issues when you play?
Well, some things are just unavoidable. Some teams have great chemistry, and some teams not so much.
Well, look at the 76ers starting group. Harrison and Embiid are manning the post position. DeAnthony Melton out there with Dragic, and it's Thibault.
They don't know what to do about you,
The progress that Darius Garland has made in just a few seasons is nothing short of remarkable.
Well, he took a giant leap last year, and he got better in just about every offensive category, and people recognized it. He was third in most improved player voting and probably would have finished a little bit higher had they not dealt with injuries at the end of the season.
And he was an all-star.
Yes, sir.
Embiid sets the pick for Harris. Shoots over Mobley. Harris, no good. Clarkson on the wing. For the three. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that Garland is only getting better at this, developing into a skilled playmaker.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Dragic. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Clarkson outside. Allen with the screen for Clarkson. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Clarkson looking for an opening. Screen by Allen. And that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got 7 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Nice move there by Dragic, navigating the paint well to find himself an open look.
Allen with the screen for Clarkson. An easy 2 points on the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
Really putting the bigger defender on his heels. I love seeing aggressive finishes like that.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
And with that wingspan of Allen, you always have to be aware of where he is because he will block a shot from pretty much anywhere.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Pass to Harris. Here's Embiid, defended by Allen. Embiid against Allen. Just 5 on the clock. Embiid, the pass to Thibault. And here's Harris from the arc. Good on the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And if you need a lockdown defender, Richard, look no further than Matisse Thybulle.
Yeah, I watched him play in college at Washington, and in a short amount of time, this guy has proven that he can take on anyone. Exceptional at blocking shots at his position, but he's someone that you can throw on any team's best player, and I mean any team.
Here's Dragic. The Cavaliers making the shot. Embiid with the screen on Garland. Passes it to Embiid from downtown. The Cavaliers pull it in. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was.
First of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
Whoever wins here immediately gets the edge in the season series, so I expect to see both teams with intensity.
Now, here's Thibault. After the miss from Clarkson. Here's Melton. Off target from three-point range. Well, it was the 76ers, their last game, a loss to the Hawks. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
Here's Thibault. After the made shot from Clarkson, Philadelphia moving the ball around. Tucker can't get it to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Rubio kicks to Clarkson. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists tonight. Now the pass to Embiid. Back to Melton. Stolen away. Pass to Clarkson. And now Clarkson pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Now here's Embiid. He had 27 points last game. Here's Melton. Right to the hoop. And he dunks it down.
And an impressive passer at the 5 spot. Embiid always has a great feel for when his guys are open.
To the right side. Clarkson against Melton. The tray. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And the 76ers get it back. A nice shot by Tucker.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And they double up Embiid. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And that one good from Clarkson.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Garland against Dragic. Shoots a fader. Embiid, no good.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through. Even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row, no player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. We'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. And here's Melton after the three-pointer from Evan Mobley. And it's sent back by Allen. A nice shot by Embiid.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
Clarkson outside. Allen with the screen for Clarkson. To the inside. That's good from Allen on the assist from Clarkson.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Mobley. And that one good from Clarkson. 35 points for MP.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Melton with a screen on Garland. Here's Embiid. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers in complete command.
And their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W. And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Harris against Mobley. Dragic left side, just 5 to shoot. Into the lane, shoots over Garland. They get it back, and he comes up with the deuce. Embiid's got 6 points.
And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make will kind of kickstart him, kind of wake him up here in this third quarter after missing their first few shots.
Clarkson outside. Allen with the screen for Clarkson. Shoots over Embiid. The shot by Clarkson, no good. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Embiid with the screen on Garland. Dragic kicks to Embiid. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Thibault can't get it to go.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
A shot by Clarkson, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. The basket counts.
Substitution on the court. At the line.
Against anything can be a foul, all right?
And you know, DeAnthony Melton's progression as a shooter has been impressive.
Yeah, he struggled on the pull-up jumpers early in his career, but he worked at it, and now he's very efficient. His offense is almost as good as his defense at this point.
Taking a look at the 76ers, Montrezl Harrell is out there with Embiid. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Harris, and it's Dragic in the point.
And it's not just all of his physical ability, it's his hands. He has amazing hands, catches everything, never a wasted motion.
Rubio against Melton. Driving in. That shot off the mark. Garland with the defensive effort. Clarkson for 3. Cans it from downtown. Clarkson's got 41.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
Pass to Embiid. Melton against Rubio. And slam dunk by Harris.
And I understand that people might not realize this, but he's 6'7". You cannot forget about his bounce because he's got some.
Passes it to Clarkson. One of the biggest changes in the NBA since I started broadcasting back in the early 80s, player movement, Richard. Guys switching teams all the time. Is that a good thing or a bad thing for the NBA?
I think for players, it's great because you have more mobility. You have a chance to change your environment and revitalize you. For the fans, I understand. Probably not so much because really they connect to these players, especially when you draft them or they're part of an epic year or a championship. You just hate to see those players go. So there's two sides to it.
And I bet as a player, knowing you as I do, you probably enjoy the challenge of trying to reassert yourself, find out where you could best help your new team.
Yes, and you enjoy your new role. I've been in roles where I was expected to be a leading scorer. I've also been in a role where I was expected to mentor Kawhi Leonard, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Harrison Barnes. All those guys were drafted at my time in Golden State.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And
Jarrett Allen, his first. Second team foul. At the line for the 76ers.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.